Hello, everyone, and welcome to Piofiore Faded Memories. I am WittyMichi, and I will be your guide and the voice of the protagonist as we go through our journey towards Dante's arc this time.
1925年9月25日第3期報告書。記録者ブルローネ死刑ロベルト・デ・フェオ。ブルローネ市、イタリア王国プッリャ州フォッチャ県に位置、アドリア海に面する歴史ある交易都市であり、観光業も盛ん。しかしその一方でブルローネはヨーロッパの裏口という別名で世界に知られた町でもある。ここは犯罪者の巣窟。闇取引が横行し、毎夜多額の金が行き交う。不正と粛清、抗争が絶えない危険地帯。正義はない。この町は暴力に侵されている。この町はマフィアに支配されている。ブルローネに救う犯罪組織は3つ。ファルツォーネファミリー、ブルローネの最大マフィア。奴らは古くからこの町を食い物にしてきた害虫だ。市、中央周辺など市内面積の約 60% を占めるファルチェ地区を支配している。組織を牛耳るのはダンテ・ファルツォーネ。先代の病死によりカポを引き継いだ若輩だが、性格は冷酷、冷徹。過去にはブルローネ中を巻き込んでの大規模な血の粛清を行った。ファルツォーネは血の掟を徹底する。純血主義を貫き排他的。組織のトップであるカポは代々世襲制。構成員は末端まで純イタリア系に限られ、ファルツォーネ家の血縁者以外が幹部として登用された例はない。そして今から約10年前、ファルツォーネの純血主義に反発した一派が組織から離反、後に独立。それがビスコンティ一家。市内南東のクレタ地区を支配下に置く。アメリカなど国外の新規顧客を積極的に開拓。芳醇な資金力をもとに急速に勢力を拡大。ギルバート・レッドフォード、ビスコンティの現ボス。特筆すべきは詳細と高いカリスマ性。金払いの良さから支配地区の市民にも強く支持されている。そしてブルローネに救う第3の組織、ラオ州、中華民国の黒社会で活動するリュウ・ファンフイ。いわゆるチャイニーズマフィアを親組織とし、豊富な資金援助を受けている。ラオ州は元来移民たちのコミュニティの一つに過ぎなかった。しかしある男の登場により組織化されると、ここブルローネに台頭するようになる。この男の素性はヤンという名前以外警察でさえ明らかにできていない。徹底した秘密主義か、他組織のカポと異なり、公の場にもほとんど姿を見せることがない。ラオ州は特に暴力、抗争を好む集団であり、拠点を置くベレーノ地区の治安は近年悪化の一途をたどっている。他組織の支配地区に比べて圧倒的に犯罪発生率が高く、最も警戒が必要とされる。
遅くまで熱心だな、ロッビー。 あまり根を詰めるのもよくねえぞ。
違います。俺はロベルトです。期日までまだ間がありますが、ローマのクエストゥーラに出す定期報告書を仕上げてしまおうかと。例によって直属の上司であるあなたのサインが必要です。後で目を通してください。
それは構わねえけどな。
まだ何か？
まあロッピー、お前は経歴からしてピッカピカのエリートじゃねえか。ここはただの腰掛けだろ。そんなにムキになるもんじゃねえぞ。数年、早けりゃ来年にもローマに呼び戻されるだろうさ。ブルローネでの仕事はもっと気楽にやっちゃどうだ。
いいえ。あなた方はどうか知らないが、俺は正義を執行するため警察官になりました。だというのに、この町は今も犯罪者どもが我が物顔で闊歩している。見過ごせるはずがないでしょ
う。お前の正義を否定するわけじゃねえ。言ってることもわかるさ。けどなロッピー、俺たち警察はどうせマフィアに手出しできねえんだ。
それがおかしいとは思わないんですか？イタリア王国の管理下にある以上、法の定めに従うべきだ。
ああ、そうだな。この町が普通の町ならそうだろうさ。だが今でこそブルローネはこの国の支配下にあるが、古くは強国の領地でもあった町だ。たとえ一国家だろうと、強国の息がかかった土地においそれと文句を言えるはずもねえ。これでいとも簡単に治外法権が完成だ。イタリア王国の法律なんてクソくらえってわけだな。自治体警察として便宜上ブルローネ死刑が置かれちゃいるが、この町じゃ警察なんて無力なもんさ。マフィアに逆らえるやつはいねえ。ローマのクエストゥーラだってブルローネに関しては腫れ物に触るような扱いだろう。お前がいくら真面目に報告を送ったって向こうは重たい腰を上げちゃくれねえぜ。
くそ。
そうだな。よそから来たお前にはまだ納得いかねえんだろうが、俺は老婆神からの忠告だ。ロベルト、お前には未来がある。死に急ぐな。
Early morning sunlight filled the room. I yawned, stretching, and climbed out of bed to open the window. Autumn already. The sky was a vibrant blue. I felt the cool, crisp air on my skin as I took a deep breath. Okay. Mornings at the church were always busy, so I needed to get dressed quickly. No one's here yet. I wrapped my hands around my rosary and knelt to say my morning prayers. Thank you for your kindness in allowing us to greet the morning once again. May you guide us with your light and watch over us on this blessed day. Praying first thing was like saying good morning to our Father in heaven. Now then, time to get the place cleaned up. I finished my prayer and stood up to fetch the cleaning supplies. I'd better get this place open as soon as I can. The elderly come in rather early to say their prayers. I should hurry. I wouldn't want to keep them waiting after all. Once the inside was clean, I moved to the backyard to rake the fallen leaves. If I can finish before breakfast, I might even get to help cook too. Elena's in charge this morning, isn't she? I can't wait. As my thoughts drifted off to breakfast, I noticed a shadow in the graveyard. Oh. A man with a bouquet of white lilies stood in front of a grave. Isn't he... Dante Falzone? He comes every Wednesday morning to lay flowers on this grave. All I know is that he's a mafia boss, and a ruthless one at that. Maybe it was the morning sun, but... He's so beautiful. The air around him shimmered and drew my eyes to his. Oh! He's looking at me? Wait, was I just staring at him? I was staring at the Falzone's boss. He must have realized I'd been watching him all this time. This is so embarrassing. Cheeks stinging, I closed my eyes. It was so rude of me to stare. He placed the bouquet on the grave and slowly headed toward me. He's coming. He would need to cross through the yard to where I was standing to get to the front. Should I say good morning to him? It's rude to not greet someone. I usually greeted anyone who passed by, especially the members of our parish. But he does come here early in the morning to bring flowers. I assumed he did that so he wouldn't be bothered by others. If that's the case, I'd better leave him alone. I nodded without saying a word. I looked up and saw that he was standing right in front of me. Signore?
ずいぶん早いんだな。
Why, yes. I wanted to clean before everyone arrived. This morning. You're quite early yourself, Signore.
ああ、そうだな。
What's this all about? Why is he talking to me? Is there something he wants from me? I've never spoken with him like this before. I was just a commoner and he was in the mafia. It was unusual given our standings. He mumbled something with the same stern look on his face.
Buona giornata.
Huh? What does this mean? Good day. Buona giornata. Okay. Yes. Is it Ancete? Ancete, signore, which is you too. Oh, okay. After seeing him off, I went over to the grave where he had just stood. I looked down to see the lilies he left there. The Falzone family grave. Here lies the boss of the Falzone family, together with his beloved wife. It was already breakfast time and everyone was gathered in the dining hall. The church offered food, shelter, and education to children in need. Even after reaching adulthood, some children decided to stay and help the sisters with their daily chores. Just like Elena and me.
"我らの父よ、 あなたの慈しみに感謝して私たちは今日の食事をいただきます。ここに用意されたものを祝福し、私たちの心と体を支える今日の糧としてください。
With those final words from Sister Sophia, everyone began to eat. I noticed a boy sitting near me with his hands on his lap. Jean, what's the matter? Aren't you hungry?
そうじゃないけど。
ジャンは来たばかりだからここでの食事にまだ慣れないの。好き嫌いしてるのよ。
ラウラだって朝ごはんがコルネットやカプチーノだったらいいのにって言ってたじゃんか。
だってその方が大人って感じがするもん。
Now, you two. Jean, you need to eat so you can grow up nice and strong.
うん。
As for you, Laura, you'll need to work hard before you can afford such a fancy breakfast, you hear?
はーい。
Mind you, I bet you won't find soup half as good as what we have here, no matter where you go. The food Elena prepares is always delicious, especially the minestra maridata.
ありがとう。
The soup today had a hint of cumin, and the biscotti she baked was light and sweet, with a warm, gentle flavor.
私、あなたに食べてもらうのがとっても好きなの。いつもすごく美味しそうに食べてくれるんだもの。
Sure enough, a smile peeked through as I dipped my biscotti in the soup. I can't help myself. It's so good.
でも、お菓子作りはあなたの方がずっと上手よね。また教えてくれる？
Of course, Elena. We were both raised in the church. Elena was not only a dear friend to me, but practically my sister.
ねえねえお姉ちゃん、朝ごはんの後本を読んでくれる？
私も聞きたい。読んで。
Of course. I've already finished everything I needed to take care of this morning.
やった
皆さん、今は食事中ですよ。もう少し静かにいただきましょう。主への感謝を忘れずにね。
The weather was nice, so I decided to bring the children out to the backyard. As time passed, the sun grew brighter and warmed up the cool air around us. Is anyone cold? Who needs a blanket?
うん、大丈夫。
Alright then, let's continue where we left off. I was reading to them from a book about God and the angels. The church's teachings were delivered through stories, many of which the children enjoyed.
お姉ちゃん、今のところもう一回読んで。もう一回。
Huh? You don't want me to keep going?
うん。だって天使様ってかっこいいし。
The bright faces of the children looking up at me made me smile.
ねえねえお姉ちゃん、この教会にも天使様の伝説があるって本当？
That is true. I'm surprised you've heard of it, Laura. Long ago, an angel descended here from the heavens. It is said that the angel delivered a message to someone to build a church here.
すごい。
それは
An unfamiliar voice suddenly cut into my conversation with the children. I've seen that person before.
今あなたが話していたのはこの町に伝わる神託の話ですか？
Why, yes.
もっと詳しく教えてほしい。
What else? Well, I'm sorry I'm not well versed in it. After all, it's lore from long ago. All that is known about it is that the person did build the church here and grew the town to what it is today.
天使が神託を誰に授けたのか聞いたことは？
Unfortunately, I haven't. That's odd. A church on an island off of France was supposedly built in the same manner. The church stated who actually built it. But there's no record of who received the angel's message in Berlone.
知らないならいい。
The young man mumbled, then turned his back and walked away.
変わったお兄ちゃんだったね。
I suppose.
ねえお姉ちゃん、本の続きは？
Oh, sorry about that. The story of God and the angels. The book said that the kingdom of God was for the children, but... Oh, what's the matter, Giovanni?
ねえ、聞いてもいい？
Why, yes, what is it?
このお話って本当のことなの？
Huh?
僕ね、ずっと不思議だったんだ。神様がいるならどうしてみんな幸せになれないの？
Giovanni. I need to answer him. Okay, let's be honest. Giovanni, living as humans means that we will experience being happy and sad. I think that applies to everyone here on Earth.
本当に？
Yes. No matter how happy or strong a person looks, they carry hardships and pain within them. That's what life is all about.
生きるのって辛いことなの？
I think it takes a lot for us to live the way we do. But that doesn't mean we must always suffer. We enjoy life and are blessed with happiness as well. It's something we all go through. And that's why we do our very best each day to try and be better people despite our hardships. I think there is meaning in us living this way. This is just my way of thinking, but you may think differently, Giovanni. And that's perfectly fine. I patted Giovanni on his head. I'm sure you'll come up with your own answers as you grow older. After a short while, he raised his head to look at me.
お姉ちゃんの言ってることは難しくてわからないことだらけだけど、でも僕少しだけわかったかも。
Really?
ありがとう、お姉ちゃん。
You're very welcome.
少し話せますか？
Oh, is something the matter, Sister Sophia?
実はあなたにお願いしたいことがあるのです。明日の炊き出しでお菓子も一緒に配る予定だったでしょ？
Yes.
先ほど材料を確かめてみたのですが、少し足りないようで。
Oh, then let me go and buy what we need. Can we make any sort of sweets? It would be great if I could use, the ingredients we already had on hand.
ええ、お願いします。でもごめんなさいね。せっかく子供たちの相手をしてくれていたのに、お使いを頼んでしまって。
Oh, don't worry, Sister Sophia. I'm fine. The children raised here often left once they were in their 20s. For me, though, I decided to stay as an adult because I loved this place. Being able to work for the church was like a blessing to me. Not to mention, your knees weren't in the best state last I recall.
あら、分かってしまいますか？
I've lived here a long time, Sister Sophia. Every winter, she walked shakily as if trying to hide the pain. Don't you worry. Please, leave it all to me.
ありがとう。あなたは本当に優しい子ですね。ストラノの方々も炊き出しを心から楽しみにしてくれていると思いますよ。あなたのお菓子はいつも評判が良いですから。
Well then, I suppose that means I need to do my best. Making other people happy makes me happy too. Now then. I closed the book and looked at the children. I'll need to take care of something, so could we continue the story later?
残念だけど仕方ないよね。
お姉ちゃんいいな。お出かけできて。僕も外で遊びたい。
あら、遊びに行くわけではありませんよ。教会の外には危険もありますからね。
Yes. And even if you do step outside, always stay within Arca, okay? Don't go into Veleno. Oh, and avoid going to Strano too. The church was located in the Arca district, the safest area in town. On the other hand, Veleno and Strano were dangerous, even for adults.
ねえねえ、もし街でマフィアと会ったらどうすればいいの？
目を合わせないようにするとか？
いいえ、きちんと挨拶なさい。特にファルツォーネは古くから礼儀と信仰を重んじる方々ですからね。では、みんなで彼女を見送りましょう。それから本の続きは私が。
ありがとう、シスター。
いってらっしゃい、お姉ちゃん。気をつけてね。
I'll be off then.
ボンジョルノ、元気かい？
Buongiorno. You too. I'm doing well. The weather is looking fine today, isn't it?
朝からあんたに会えるとは幸運だ。わしらもいい一日を過ごせそうだよ。
Grazie, signore. Are you two coming in for the service today?
そうだよ。毎日お祈りに来るのが習慣になってしまっているからね。
あんたはどこか出かけるのかい？
Oh, I'm going shopping to buy some ingredients for sweets.
そりゃ楽しみだ。あんたのお菓子はわしらも大好物じゃからな。
I'm glad to hear it. The Berloni Church baked sweets to sell and also to give out to those in need.
教会で育ったあんたが大人になった今、教会を支える一人になって、そんな風に生まれ育った場所を大切にできるのは素敵なことだね。
Really?
最近の若い者はすぐにふるさとを捨てていってしまうからの。
Yes. Lately, many young women had been leaving Berloni for other places. Last month, my friend Viola left, and this month it was Eliza. Both of them came to the church to tell us of their departure.
みんな都会に憧れがあるのかね。
I... understand? I think they had a reason to leave. Okay, let's go with this one. I think everyone who left all had their own reasons for doing so. I mean, this town is unique when you think about it.
そうさな。ブルローネの生活にはマフィアの影がどうしてもつきまとう。若い者には不自由に思えるのかもしれん。
私たちの生活はあの人たちのおかげで成り立っているところもあるんだけどね。
Yes. As long as you didn't go against them, they did protect the citizens here at times. Still, that didn't excuse the fact that they were a dangerous criminal organization.
お、そうだ。 あるかを出るならよく気をつけるんだよ。
ベレーノの方には一人で行かないようにね。いいかい？
I was just saying something similar to the children at church.
おや、そうかい？
Thank you for your kind consideration. For today, I'm just going to the store around the corner, so I'll be back right away. Well, I'll be going now. Goodbye.
ああ、行っておいで。
I bowed my head to them and waved as I left the church grounds. Alright, this seems like a perfect stopping point. Alrighties, guys. I am excited to see where, what's the differences between all the stories and everything. I'm really curious how Dante's story is gonna go. So, feel free, comment below. What do you think about the conversation we had? It was very short, but it was interesting for him to initiate the conversation. I would probably like to point out. Sorry, I'm a little bit flustered. But anyways, guys, comment below. What do you think? We've just started. What do you think is going to happen? If you haven't done so already, hit that big old red button that says subscribe. And give this video a thumbs up if you liked what you saw. I really appreciate you watching. Thank you so much. I'll be seeing you next time. Bye-bye.